someone to save me. No, and don't come running to blame me. From miles away.
This might be one of the coolest things I've ever owned, but I think for these types of videos I'm supposed to show you an unboxing or something, just so you're aware it didn't gain sentience and show up at my door one day. This is the DJI Mavic Mini. It's a drone. Well, more specifically, it's a micro drone. That might not sound like a big distinction to make, but it's actually super important, and I'll explain why a little bit later. It's been on my list of things to buy for a long time now, and a couple of weeks ago I finally picked it up. I've just been waiting to make a video on it because I wanted to see if I actually enjoyed it or not. I can honestly say I really like the Mavic Mini so far, whether it's just taking it up to 200 feet in the sky to see the scenery, or if you're producing a high-quality choreographed fight scene with your younger brother, or if you just want to add a little bit of spice to a really silly scene and want it to feel completely and totally overproduced, it works out great. It shoots in 2.7K, which doesn't really matter to me because I do everything in 1080 here for YouTube, but I don't know, maybe you wanted to know that. It can go 400 feet up. You can probably take the restrictions off and crank it up a little bit higher, and it weighs 249 grams, which is what gets it the classification of micro drone instead of drone, here in Canada at least. Drone laws became a really tricky thing because there was a couple of idiots doing idiot things, and the government's just like, drone laws! And now there's drone laws in place. And it makes it really difficult for people who want to fly drones. You have to get a license, you have to get a serial number, you likely should have insurance, you can't fly in certain areas, you can't fly near people, like even if you can like see somebody in the distance, unless they're part of your flight crew, they're like, you can't fly, you could hurt someone. Just all kinds of crap you have to go through to be able to fly a drone. But a micro drone, the rules are a little bit more vague. Now don't take everything I say as canon, as law, because I've just done the best I can to figure out where micro drones fit into the picture here. I called up Transport Canada, I was like, hey, what are the laws on micro drones? And they didn't want to give me answers. They did everything they could to not give me answers. They're just like, oh, well, you know, you should read section 9 of the CARS so you know the laws. I'm like, how does this pertain to micro drones? And they just kept giving me non-answers, so I started asking very specific questions. We already know you don't need a license to fly them. I asked about controlled airspace. They said the only airspace you can't enter with a micro drone is Class F, and you obviously can't fly over prisons or international borders. National parks have their own laws, so you can't fly drones regardless of size in national parks. And they said really the only thing that pertains to micro drones is going to be don't put people at risk. I don't know exactly what's going on with DJI drones right now. I know they just increased the price in Canada by $50. I guess there was like an embargo or something. I don't understand international trade law. I just know I was able to sneak in and get it for it was $4.50 plus tax Canadian, and then the next day it went up to $50 because the different stores were all fighting over it. And now there's a lawsuit going on with them because I guess another company's like, you took our patent or something. I don't know the law and the legal crap going on. I just know it's a super fun toy. It's classified as a toy, so that's good for us. Yeah, also I'm aware this video is super cringe because I'm talking about something I love instead of just screwing around, so I'm sorry about that, but I don't care really because I like this thing, so I'm gonna talk about it. Anyway, I love you lots. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me here today. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.
I lose my self-restraint. I think we're done.